Morning, guys. Welcome to today's 5-Minute Fundamentals with Lauren and Kylie from Regrowth. Today, we're going to be touching on the importance of onboarding and inducting people into your organisation. Lauren, it's a space that you've spent a fair bit of time in. Why is it so important? And when does it start? And what advice would you give people around this space?
Because for obvious reasons, it's important because people are making a big decision about moving to a new role and a new company. For me, I think the onboarding phase doesn't start at day one. It starts well before that. And we need to start to think about what our pre-onboarding phase looks like. Things that we can implement in that are ensuring that our new team member has job descriptions and employment contracts before they start in the business. Making sure that their questions are all answered so that they're comfortable walking in, and thinking about what that plan looks like to allow your team to have things set up, be that passwords, be that marketing and branding, business cards, photographs, all those things need to be organised in that pre-onboarding phase.
And making sure payroll knows with the contract, right? So many times, I mean, it's embarrassing, right, for people and not a great client experience. Yep. Okay, day one, I've arrived at Lauren Kirk Proprietary Limited. What happens?
Day one is all about feeling welcome, making sure that I'm comfortable with the decision I've made and I'm excited about joining your business. Team email needs to go out so everybody knows who's starting and what role they're starting in. Having a desk set up with computer, laptop, passwords. So again, we look organized and they are comfortable with what's in front of them. And then having meetings with the key people in the business, be that department head, marketing, technology, and really having a clear understanding of vision, values, and I suppose success of the business so that they're comfortable with where they're moving forward. Key element, I think, Kyle's, of probably not just day one, but week one, is around client expectations. So what are the expectations in the business in terms of deliverables for service? Voicemail, what does that need to sound like? What are our expectations around return of phone calls? Is that by close of business? Really being clear around that. And then the second thing in terms of the client experience is how we're actually going to introduce our new team member to our clients. Do we need to do a video? And when is that video going to be recorded, sent? And what is the plan for communication once that's been delivered to our clients?
Yeah, 500%. So important. And I mean, look, this is a topic that you and I could talk about all day long. And there's so many elements in it. What would your handy hint be to leaders in business around setting probation? And what does that need to look like for probation meetings?
So probation meetings is probably one of the most important things. Needs to be set from day one. Have that in your diary because it's important to your team member. And we need to make sure that we've got clear expectations and agendas for that. Leading up to that, making sure you've got daily check-ins in their first week, weekly one-on-ones that lead up to that, so that if there are challenges, they're answered beforehand, but your team member knows that they've got somebody to talk to in that initial sort of 90-day, 6-month period.
And I've found, like, obviously we want to set up new people coming on for success. No one likes recruiting all the time. It's great to retain the people that we've got. But I've always found it's really important to set up from the beginning as well with people that start to say, listen, Lauren, if it's not working out, let's all be adults about it. I'm going to empower you to come tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, this is not what I thought it would be. I don't think I'm a fit to the organisation or a fit to the job. I want to work on fixing it, or I want to call it quits now. And I think letting people know that from day one as well, because often the first time we think it is the first time we should do something about it. Lauren, to summarise, and I know it's been a really quick, punchy session, what would be your top 3 handy hints for people when onboarding or inducting people into the organisation?
Remember that they know nothing. They need to know everything about the business. So don't make an assumption that they will know. Having the team on board as well is really important. So making sure they're clear on what their functionalities are around a new team member starting. And I think the third thing would just be making sure that you've got a process in place so nothing gets missed. So being able to tick the box on those important things, Carl's, the compliance side of things are really important. Supervision guidelines, org charts, payroll, those sorts of things, making sure we don't miss the mark because that doesn't set a very good scene for a new team member starting.
Absolutely. Fulfill your cultural obligations, your vision, but also your statutory obligations. Lauren, thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.